Where over the rainbow, birds fly, fly over the rainbow.
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be reviewing the 2010 movie Toy Story 3. So in this movie, Woody, Buzz, and the rest of the toys haven't been played with in years, and Andy is about to go to college. So the gang find themselves accidentally left at a nefarious daycare center and must band together to escape and return home to Andy one last time. Before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I'm back again to do another Pixar Night with Ogre Boy. This time it's going to be Toy Story 3 from 2010. Now, this film, like its predecessors, I really did enjoy it for what it had to offer. Everything, the vocal performances, old and new, plus the story, the animation, and even the score, once again done by Randy Newman. But also, I like the emotional depth of this film. This time it really had something to offer. And I'm just going to say, it really did have a lot to offer. Now, I absolutely agree with one of the many reviews I've read on this film, and it's Rotten Tomatoes. They say it deftly blends comedy, adventure, and honest emotion. This film is a rare second sequel that really works. I couldn't have said that better myself. Randy Newman is back again to do the score for his sixth film, and first since Cars. He contributes a brand new song called We Belong Together, which was absolutely good, and there's also a Spanish version of You Got a Friend in Me. Now, of course, that Spanish version of You Got a Friend in Me was performed by Gypsy Kings, which I thought was pretty good. But anyway, it just had so much good music and what have you, just like the other two films did. Now, as for the voice acting cast, we have most of the same as before. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, and Don Rickles, Wallace Shawn, John Ratzenberger, and Estelle Harris, and even Joey Benson. Now, for the new characters, Ned Bay voices the character of Lotso, and I thought he was pretty good. And let's see, Michael Keaton voices Ken, and he wasn't too bad. The film also had a pretty good set of additional voices, including the ones from Timothy Dalton, Kristen Shaw, Jeff Garlin, Whoopi Goldberg, and even Bonnie Hunt, after she recently voiced Sally in Cars. And even though Jim Varney was dead a decade before this even came out, Blake Clark, who recently appeared in numerous Adam Sandler flicks, did an excellent job on the Slinky Dog. Now, with the story, I'm going to have to give this credit for what it had to provide. The toys are going to this here daycare center and what have you, while Andy's going to college. Well, that was kind of a big surprise. Also, aside from maybe the new toy characters, I also like the little girl in the film, Bonnie. Of course, we would see more of her and the new toys we were introduced in this film in Toy Story 4 a few years later. But anyway, those characters were absolutely really good. So overall, with a great all-star cast, a real big all-star cast, including, old and new ones, plus a great score and story and emotional depth, Toy Story 3 was not bad. I like it. And if you like the first two films, I think you'll feel right at home with this one. So, as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Ogre Boy. Until next time, this is the Big D saying, see ya.
Thank you, Big D. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said on this movie. This is a great movie, and I can't wait to talk about it. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get this video out. I've been having some technical difficulties and stuff, but hopefully things will go back to normal starting this week. If everything goes as planned, I'll start cranking the videos out and stuff more. But so this movie, like every Toy Story movie, is a masterpiece. I just absolutely love it. It has a really great story, a lot of heart and humor, and some really emotional moments as well. And I love that like each character gets their own moments to shine during this movie, especially during the breakout scene. Everybody plays their parts in it and get their own little moment to shine and everything, and I love that. And the animation is just absolutely gorgeous. It's not the best out of the Toy Story's animations, but it's definitely one of them for sure. Yeah, it looks gorgeous, and the voice casts are all excellent as always. Once again, the returning cast are great, and the new ones are great too. All of the new characters are likable enough. A lot of them are kind of just side characters and don't really do a lot, but they have a likable enough screen presence and stuff. And I love the new song, We Belong Together, by Randy Newman. It's just really catchy and really fits perfectly into the Toy Story universe with the other songs from the franchise and everything. I love that. And the score is great. It might be Randy Newman's best score for any of the Pixar movies. Just absolutely great. And I think Lotso Huggenbear is one of the best villains in a Pixar movie, and easily probably the best Toy Story villain. He's just ruthless and evil, and you think that he's going to get a redemption, and then he just once again proves how insane he is and how evil he's become and everything. And he has a tragic backstory and stuff, so you do feel bad for the character at first, but then by the end of the movie you're wishing for him to get pretty bad fate. And I do think that he got a pretty bad fate. I do feel like Lotso got off a little bit too easily. I kind of wish that he would have gotten a better ending, and like what would have came to him better, kind of like Sid did in the first Toy Story and stuff. I felt like his conclusion just wasn't as satisfying as it could have been. It kind of reminded me more of like Stinky Pete's conclusion and stuff, and I just wish they would have done a little bit more with that. But that's really the only thing that I can say about this movie that I wish I would have done differently. Everything else is perfect. A lot of great emotional moments, especially like the beginning when you see the toys when they're first not being played with Andy because he's grown up and stuff. It's really sad and everything. And then by the end of it, when they're at the junkyard and stuff, and they're about to be incinerated and stuff, that scene is highly emotional. And then of course right after that, Andy gives the toys away, and what would have been a really great conclusion to the Toy Story franchise. Luckily it isn't the last one. We got a really great fourth movie too. I can't wait to talk about that one when we get to it. But this is a really, really good movie, and honestly, I think it's a complete masterpiece and possibly the greatest threequel of all time. It's just a really, really good movie, and it's like with all the other Toy Story movies, it is one of Pixar's very best movies for sure, and easily one of the best animated movies of the 2010s as well, and everything. So all in all, I love Toy Story 3. It's a masterpiece. It's a great movie, great story, great characters, a lot of emotional moments, a lot of heart, humor. It's perfect, and everything. It's the perfect movie, and a good way to end the original Toy Story trilogy and stuff. So I'd easily give it an A+. It's a really, really great movie. So anyway, thank you, Big D, for joining me. Hopefully everything will go back to normal. We can do Cars 2 next week, which I'm kind of not looking forward to be honest, because I'm not a big fan of Cars 2, but we'll see how it turns out. But thank you a lot, Big D, for joining me, and thank you for your patience. Sorry it took so long to get it out, but hopefully this technical difficulty stuff will be done and everything, and I won't have to keep worrying about it and stuff, and I'll be able to do more of these videos more often and stuff, because I really do miss doing videos. Just doing this one alone kind of reminded me, like, I miss doing videos. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and let us know in the comments what you think of Toy Story 3. Do you think it's the best one in the franchise? Do you think it should have ended with this one? I know a lot of people do. I would have been okay if this was the last one, but I'm glad that they continued it, to be honest. But I'll talk about that when I get to Toy Story 4. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Toy Story 3, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.